to Kumbaya Corner, everyone. I want to ask how are you guys, but then it's like isn't really a call and response thing, so I can't say for sure that I don't know when you're going to I don't know. I don't know how to explain. It's just not that type of platform. You're not listening to this in real time. So I don't think there's a point saying how are you, but in my heart I am asking how you guys are. So today's episode I am going to talk about living alone. And for a little, pizzazz, I'm going to call this episode Living Alone Diaries 001 because um it's going to be like a series. Me talking about it before actually doing it is kind of me making it a commitment, and you guys are kind of holding me accountable to make sure I continue this series. But like every other, yeah, basically, yeah. So, Living Alone Diaries, and I'm talking about it because it is something that people have been asking me a lot about, and I think it's just what people want to know. I guess not to say it's trending, but I guess it's a question on everyone's minds, especially at this stage of life where we are. If you're someone that's still living with your family, you're definitely aspiring for when you just live alone, even though it's like financially it's the best decision you can make for yourself, but it's like for your peace of mind. You're just like I really anticipate living alone. So I guess the curiosity, because I always dreamt, wondered what it would be like to live alone. Like this is actually I fasted and prayed for this, like these moments for me. Like yeah, I did. But so far, I'm going to talk about how it has been for me. And because that changes every day, like there are some days that I just absolutely hate living alone. Like if you have asked me, it depends on the day, the answer I give you. I don't think I've given one universal answer because it depends on the day. If you asked me on the wrong day, you might have caught me in tears. So that's basically what I mean. So that's why it's even a series, because I'm going to be updating how I'm feeling about it. So yeah. First of all, I'm going to talk about pros. I'm going to be like, so like, first of all, it has taught me patience with myself. Like, I'm learning so much about myself ever since I've lived alone. And I think it's so interesting. Like I'm not saying I've not learned things about myself before, but then it feels like I'm watching myself in third person, because I say it like that because what I do this morning, like, my routine in the morning kind of defines how my day is going to go type thing. I know it sounds very deep, but like for example, if I plan on have cooking lunch in the evening when I come back from work and I've not brought out my chicken in the morning type thing, I'm going to pay the consequences. So it's like that way it's holding me accountable. It's also teaching me to be patient with myself where I forget to do these important things. Like for example, my laundry, when I just forget to like do my laundry just because I've had such a not dreadful, but like just an insane week, and it's like I'm forgetting some simple daily tasks. I'm not like slapping myself about it. So that's what I mean when I say it has taught me patience, because like it's really teaching me to like take it easy on yourself and just chill and give yourself time to actually get the work done, and make sure you're doing it in like a sane mind and not out of a fight or flight thing. Like, no, oh, I must do this, I must, but rather making time for you to actually wake up in the morning. Sometimes you want to stretch, or you might want to pray, or you might just want to have a little thing that you do for yourself. I've just learned how to make time, and funny enough, making time for yourself and having more time to yourself in a day before you, like, for example, if you're someone that's working or if you're going to school, making time for yourself looks like just on your own. You have just decided that, what, I'm going to wake up at this time, do this and do that, probably even go back to sleep and wake up at this time, and like that. So I have a some sort of a schedule, and even when that schedule doesn't go according to plan, it's like I'm not going to hit myself about it. So it's like, yeah, that's one thing that living alone has taught me. And what else is it teaching me really? Okay, yeah, because I've really made my studio my space, and even as I'm saying I've made it my space, it's like if I'm no longer feeling like what I did, I change it around and I just continue changing things around until like I'm feeling at peace. And for me, it's kind of an outlet. Like for me, like rearranging my space. I'm not saying rearranging spaces, but like rearranging somewhere that is my space, like somewhere I'm going to be often. It makes me kind of settles me and I just feel happy because like it's like I'm making this space what I want it to be. And it's all sorts in my room. Like I have stickers of Bible verses, I have my vision board hung up, I have pictures of my friends, and just a lot of things in my room just scream me. And I think another thing that just I really love is that I made this space my own. Like when you start to occupy a space, when you move somewhere new in your own little way, just get something that will keep you, should I say, grounded. Anyway, so yeah, that's another thing. And in general, it has just been so calm. Sometimes, and especially since I started living by myself, I kind of lost the zeal to want to be outside as often or just like going out. And it's like, first of all, because of the economy, things be costing so much. I go outside and breathe, and I've paid so much money, and that's not the vibe we're going for. But anyways, I'm saying I just no longer have the zeal to want to be everywhere. Like, oh, I'm going to this, I'm going to that, I'm going to that. And it's like I'm such a person that is like I'm on the go. Like everybody knows me to be a move around person. But the more time I spend by myself, the more I realize that, do you know what? Actually, I do love a little wander here and there, but just being still and not in like fight or flight, I need to catch my train mode, is also so like, it's like, wow, this mode exists. Like I could just chill. Do you get what I mean? And it doesn't like take away me socializing or anything, because like obviously in everything there should be a balance. But it's just like I guess I found that balance, and then I can't, it's not something that I can really say, oh, this is how to balance it. It's something that you kind of have to create for yourself, if that makes sense. So yeah, that is what it has been. And there are days when it's like, oh, I've left the dishes for 2 days and I haven't done it. I know it makes me sound like a very dirty girl, but like when I tell you, from like these things honestly happen. Like I do leave my dishes for 2 days, and it could even go on 3 until I tell myself I need to do it. But my whole point is that I'm not slapping myself about it, I'm not hating myself, I'm not like, oh, I'm so dirty, I'm so blah 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 blah. So that's kind of my point. Water break. Yeah. So that's another thing. And yeah, I don't have much to say on it so far. This is what I have to say so far. But then maybe in like another episode I will talk about what has annoyed me about living alone. But then let me just mention one thing that annoys me. And I'm just like feeling lazy. When you've arranged yourself for bed and everything, and then it's like, okay, everything is in its place, but I'll now lie down and get comfortable, and then I'll realize, actually, I forgot my water bottle across the room. I left it in the kitchen, and then I have to get out of bed to get my bottle. That is what one thing that annoys me, that there's no, like, I couldn't just say, oh, could you pass that type thing. Or if I was even Alex Russo and I could just like wizard it to my place, I would be so happy. Like Alex Russo was onto something using her magic for chores. Like, don't threaten me with a good time. If I get powers today, the first thing I'm doing is maybe I'll hypnotize someone or something. My things are actually going to be sorted without me moving a muscle. That's all I'm going to say. And I think that's how I'm going to end this episode. On that note, Alex Russo was onto something, and me having to stand up and do my chores by myself is what annoys me. Like, that's one thing that annoys me, but I still have to get it done, because if it's dirty, I'm not going to want to accommodate that place. But this was LiVinG Diaries on today's episode of Kumbaya Corner. This is LiVinG Corner 001. Catch you guys on the next one, and the next episode, and the episode after that. And thank you for all the love and the support so far, for everybody that has been listening, and your encouragement as well, because that keeps me going, honestly. But yeah, thank you guys. Bye.